Thanks, Sally, and that is it from us. The ITV Evening News is up next, but for now, from all of us on the London team, bye-bye. Enjoy your evening.
This is a party political broadcast by the Conservative Party.
Too little, too late. Dentists dismiss the government's new recovery plan for England. Hundreds of dentists will be paid up to £20,000 to work in so-called dental deserts, opening up more than 2 million extra NHS appointments. But dentists say the extra funding is not nearly enough. For many long-suffering patients, the dental damage is already done.
I have so much experience. So much that I could give. I feel like I can't do that because I can't smile.
Well, the lack of NHS dental care is causing a real health crisis for millions left in pain and often at risk of more serious conditions. We assess the new plan and we ask, can it work? Also tonight, the Royal Juggling Act with the King and Queen at Sandringham and Harry heading home. William steps up to fill the gap.
Shame. Parading as a man of integrity when he's got absolutely no responsibility.
Calls for the PM to apologise after his comments in the Commons on trans issues. But Downing Street doubling down and
the skillful craft of making a top-class cricket ball.
A craft indeed, and one that's under threat. Why the future's in doubt for one of Britain's rarest professions.
This is the ITV Evening News with Mary Nightingale.
Good evening. Dentists have dismissed the government's proposal to save the sector, saying a new recovery plan for England just isn't enough. Hundreds of dentists will be given £20,000 each to work in so-called dental deserts where NHS treatment is virtually impossible to find. Well, the government says the plan will result in an extra 2.5 million appointments. But for some, any extra help has come too late. Here's our health correspondent Rebecca Barry on the effort to fix the gaping gap in dental care. Well, it's a real problem, isn't it? It's a problem that affects everybody.
Yeah, and as well as the money, the government says that it wants to send out dental vans.
Yeah, interesting. All right, Rebecca Barry, thank you. Now, moving on. And Prince Harry is tonight on his way home to LA, having dashed over to see his father following the King's cancer diagnosis. There was no meeting, though, with Prince William, who returned to public duties today. The King is recuperating right now at Sandringham. Our royal editor, Chris Shipp, reports. Chris Shipp in central London there, thank you. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has dashed hopes of a ceasefire in Gaza, saying there will be months more fighting. Today marks 4 months since the Hamas terror attacks, which killed more than 1,200 people. Israel's military response has claimed the lives of more than 27,000 Palestinians. That's according to the Hamas-run Health Ministry. Our senior international correspondent John Irvine is in Tel Aviv. John, where does that leave things then tonight? John Irvine in Tel Aviv, thank you. Well, here, Rishi Sunak is facing calls to apologise for making a jibe about Labour's stance on transgender issues, while Brianna Jai's mother was visiting Parliament. The comment was met with cries of shame from the opposition, but Downing Street has doubled down on the PM's words. Our political correspondent Carl Dinnan has more. Well, there is plenty more still to come on the ITV Evening News, including the latest on the manhunt for Abdul Azidi and an appeal for cricket lovers around the country to help resurrect the dying art of ball stitching. That's all coming up after the break. See you then. Hello, Again, welcome back. Now, police have revealed that a man wanted over a chemical attack in South London had been in a relationship with the woman he targeted. Abdul Aziz is still on the run a week after the incident in Clapham. And Sejal Currier is at New Scotland Yard. What's the latest you're hearing, Sejal? Sejal Currier at New Scotland Yard. Thank you. Now, a single person needs a pension income of £31,000 a year simply to achieve a moderate lifestyle in retirement. That is according to research from a pensions association, which says the cost of living crisis has drastically increased the amount that people need to save. Here's our social affairs correspondent, Stacey Foster. And finally, the England cricket team's new aggressive approach means they're getting through more balls than ever. But we are running out of people to actually make them. There's now an appeal to find the next generation of highly skilled stitchers, as Neil Connery reports. It is a beautiful thing, isn't it? That's it. Tom's here after the football from me and all the team. Bye-bye.
Today, expect to see some heavy downpours all over the country. Heinz Beans sponsors ITV National Weather.